G'day, I'm Bluey Vella from Blue in the Bush. This is Les Sheeran, Wildman from
Wild Things of Smith Creek.
And we're here to show a camera crew around to look for koalas, for koala awareness around the world. From which country?
Yeah, well, they're from France. So we've got a French journalist coming today, all the way from France. He's going to do a story on koalas in Campbelltown, not just Smith Creek. This is the first stop, Smith Creek. We're going to try and show them a koala today. There's a good chance I will find a koala. Then the next stop would be Aids, the development that's going on in Aids. And then we've got a few locations today. We're going to go to the number one development site in Campbelltown, and we all know where that is. That is Mount Gilead. So let's get on to
the next stop.
So you got lots of insects living around here. You've got dragonfly, you've got water beetles swimming around. I just seen a water beetle down there. Dragonfly larvae is in there as well. You've got what else? You know, flies come down to drink, bees come down to drink. There's a dragon larva over there, or something. There's a flies flying around here. But you've got plenty of insects for them to feed off. Oh, look at that! Big horsefly or marchfly. Don't get bitten by him.
He's not biting you. Wait till he bites.
Wait till he bites me, yeah. You love to see pain, don't you? He won't bite me, he's my friend. He's my friend, this one. He's not going to bite you.
I want your blood.
Yeah, I've seen him before.
I want your blood
You're
for...
no danger. Go away.
Help us to protect the group?
Yes, that is the idea of the group. We think it's a tragedy to allow this population to become extinct. So it isn't about raising awareness of how special this is and how lucky we are. So we do that through various means, the bushwalking, social media. We have a lot of support internationally, going to see politicians, so we do everything we can. We're all just volunteers. But we have really connected with this space and landscape, and we do not believe that it's at risk. When this is one of the best assets Australia has. It's natural environment, it's what people come to visit us for. We have a new airport coming in. 20 minutes they could be here in this natural environment seeing koalas, but that's not what's happening. What is happening is that their habitat is being cut. It's been fragmented, roads are going in, there is no planning to protect these koalas.
For example, in Zona or for the other places?
Everywhere. It's the same issue, and we talk about koalas, but we've got all these other wildlife. Just in Mount Gilead on stage 2, there's 287 threatened species alone in one section. The biodiversity in this area is so rich. I can't believe what the rest of the world thinks about it.
But do you need, for example, local politicians for places here? Say, well, you don't have to build anything here, or the similar places? How does it work?
So what happens is there'll be a development application that comes. We have to stay on top of that. It's writing submissions. It's making representations to the local council, to the state council. So it's never ending because there are so many developments coming. And then when we have had success, we've had success in the local government, getting wider corridors. Sol was really involved in doing that. And so now what they're doing is they're cutting out the local council and they're just making it state approval. And so that's going to be harder for us. But we'll just keep fighting, writing submissions, getting petitions. There's a lot of petitions. Recently we had an e-petition for the New South Wales government, and we got over 20,000 signatures. And it was supposed to be debated in the government on the floor of Parliament. Yet the government didn't allow it to be debated. They said,
that place here?
For Campbelltown, for the Macarthur area. So that shows you what we're up against. Our democracy is really evaporating before our eyes.
Did you have some success?
Yes, we have had successes. So a big success is that now we have the eyes on Smith Creek. We've got land care involved in Smith Creek. Les was saying the local government now has a $20,000 grant to improve, as you can see, there's a lot of invasive vegetation. So that's the start. We've got people, every time Les organises a walking trip, there's lots of people coming. So the interest is growing and people will start to realise what's here. With Mount Gilead, we've protected a corridor, a really important east-west corridor between the rivers. So we've got that protected. So we have had successes, but there's a long way to go. And really, we shouldn't be needing to do this. We should not be needing to do this. Really, the government should be saying, this is our priority. We will protect these corridors, protect this wildlife, and put the development around it.
Do not move.
Yeah.
You stay there,
And
you listen to your friend, and I will continue to speak to you. So you are all volunteers?
We're all volunteers. We come from all different parts of Sydney. We've got local DJ lives locally. Obviously, Les and Matthew are locals. Claire, Mary are in the east. Diana's over in North Sydney. Sol's in the inner city. But we've got members all over and international as well.
And how are you funded?
We have just people giving us money. So we often
don't have a lot of money.
We don't have a lot
I know.
of money.
That was not my
it's all for love. It's all for love.
Campaign as well. Like we did on kind of a road show to bring in the awareness. So we did have some bike club join us, and we did bring in an awareness as well as we did raise some funds for these.
You're a DJ, right?
Yes.
So you will do a big party here? I'm joking.
Once the koalas are protected, yes.
And DJ organised all the Sikh motorcycle club to do a big ride. It was very impressive.
Wow. Yeah. And if I may be the devil's advocate, you know that Australia's population is growing very rapidly. I think we're going to be over 40 million people in 2040.
Yeah.
And there's already shortage of homes. I mean, the rent prices are crazy.
Yes.
People need homes.
Yes.
Yeah.
But people aren't an endangered species, and people need biodiversity to live. Without our biodiversity, humans are on a fast track. You know, the outlook for humans isn't good. So if we want to protect ourselves, we have to protect this. In terms of the homes, there is so much cleared land. There is so much that is not koala habitat or wildlife habitat. So much. So it is about planning. What we're seeing here is developers who have bought rural land making windfall profits on the rezoning. It's not about providing homes. These homes aren't affordable homes. No. These are well over $1 million homes by the time they're delivered. They're not affordable. They're not near any services. There aren't even high schools. So we're not really getting the full picture of development.
And this area is hotter than in the city, and it's quite a few degrees hotter. Yeah. So you can imagine these walls, these roofs, these housing developments where the roofs are like this far apart. Just a crazy of roofs.
Here we go again. Franklin. So I found him about 3 days ago, 4 days ago. And found him again. He's getting pretty easy to find now. He's looked beautiful. Handsome as ever. Why don't you wink at me, Franklin? Let you know that you're alright.
Populations. You haven't got you've got maybe one population, but you've got a minimum of 6 families. So in other words, if they've found 6, how many more is there?
That's right.
Because riders and that, you might, if you wouldn't just find one in a tree.
No.
You know.
Our population.
So there's wombats here as well,
Yeah, wombats.
wallaroos, and it's all going to go.
And obviously you've got the
So at any time where you're standing, there'll be a house there.
mean, we're only talking about threatened species. All these trees here are all a threatened species. And then, on top of that, you've got the hollows, and that is a threatening process.
Terrible. Yeah, koala walking down my street, eh? Just following him. Hopefully he goes in the reserve. He's rubbing his scent gland on that tree there. He's marking his territory. He's marking his territory. He's marking his territory. Unreal.
Something like this, actually even more dense, into the koala corridors that are moving across this landscape. So the one area in New South Wales, the koala populations are actually increasing. Right across the state, the koala population numbers are decreasing. It's really only in this area that we're seeing a significant trajectory where the koala numbers are going up, and it's just great news. And then all of a sudden we're moving in and we're just sort of taking away those corridors and habitats. Yeah. So what we have was a very established corridor. We have Narumba here, Menangle Creek. So we basically have it to sustain an economy and an industry which would be multiple times larger than what the development of these houses would do in the end anyway. You know, this is where people come to see koalas, and it's already happening. We're getting regular tours now. It's just that we don't have a mature industry already established in that area, and therefore it's just one area where the koala habitat corridors going in, and they approved its development. So it's just incredibly frustrating and mind-boggling why you would even consider this as being one area. We know the reasons. They've got nothing to do with koalas. They've got a lot to do with very large developers having very large say in government. And that's why this area is being developed. Not for planning reasons, and certainly not for...
So out here on the next stop, we're touring through stage 2 of the development at Mount Gilead. And what a beautiful spot it is for wildlife. Got some nice tall gum trees here, beautiful sandstone rocks. Nice old ruggedy dirt road. There's the creek there, we're crossing the creek now. Beautiful. Bit of water in it. Nice Gaimea lily there. Look at massive, look at this massive tree. Goes all the way up to the sky. We've got a couple of hollows up there. Look at it, isn't it magnificent? How wide is it?
It's got some pins in it up here. They're pretty old pins.
Oh yeah.
The old pins. So they're the old style pins, aren't they? Old nail. Wow, what a great day in the bush that was. That was unbelievable. We found a koala, wow.
Yep, the first stop in this creek, I knew we'd find a koala today for them. The French journalists, they were so happy, you know, that's what we really wanted to find them, a koala. And so we went with, so we accomplished this mission in Smith Creek Reserve. And the next stop is, they flew a drone around in there just to get a sky view of the surrounding bushland. Wayne Cape and Keys, he's down in the bush somewhere.
There he goes.
There he goes. He's doing a dive roll down there. He's probably got a couple of silver bullet brown snakes.
A doonside doozy. He just done a doonside doozy.
Anyway, so mission accomplished. We found him a koala. We showed the French people what is going on in Campbelltown about the Campbelltown koala. So this is going to go worldwide. And it's going to raise more awareness. We need to raise more awareness for the Cumberland koala because this development is going to go ahead whether we like it or not. We've just got to show the government and the world that
everyone cares.
And every koala counts.
Once we lose this little hairy cute man or girl, he's gone and the world has failed.
And the Cumberland Nature Crew is not going to stop. Save Sydney Koalas is not going to stop until development is stopped and habitat loss is halted because koalas will go extinct by 2050 if something doesn't happen. And that's habitat loss. That's
we can't let that happen. We can't. No one can let that happen.
So let's go to the next stop.
Next stop.
Where?
See you at the next stop. See you at the next stop.
And who knows what else.
The next stop. Let's see what we got, folks.
I've been coming to Smith's Creek with Les Sheeran for many years now, and the diversity of this place is worth saving. It's just a small corridor, but this place has many, many species, and they have to cohabitat with each other, with the plants and trees and animals, and we can enjoy this with generations to come. But every election, this place is under threat because all the different parties have different agendas. So come and join the Cumberland crew and help us conserve the Western Sydney wildlife. Help join us in the fight to save the Cumberland Plain against these greedy bureaucrats, and enjoy being in nature with us.
Well, today was a good day. We did find a koala for the French journalists. They were so happy. We also had Save Sydney Koalas and Patricia and Barry Dern and Maria Bradley join us. They're koala warriors in their own right. They've been fighting for koalas for many years. Wayne Caveman Keys, he is around the bush somewhere.
He's around somewhere.
We've lost him. He's just disappeared into the bush. He's doing dive rolls and backflips, and he's probably having a ball down there. But hopefully we find him and we go and see what happens on the next stop.
Who knows what else? Could be anywhere.
But this today we are bringing awareness around the world for koalas in the Campbelltown area. So this is going to go worldwide on French TV and be on SBS
and spread the word. Save our little bushmaster,
the koala.